The Noahic Covenant, as presented in the King James Version of the Bible, is a pivotal moment in the biblical narrative that showcases the themes of renewal, promise, and divine mercy. This covenant, established between God and Noah after the cataclysmic flood, represents a fresh start for humanity and all living creatures. The text is found in Genesis 9:1-17, and it outlines God's promises to Noah, his descendants, and every living creature. Genesis 9:1-7, Blessing and Command. The passage begins with God's blessing to Noah and his sons, echoing the blessing originally given to Adam and Eve. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. This command not only reiterates the mandate given to humanity at creation, but also signifies a new beginning. The directive to replenish the earth underscores the continuity of God's plan despite the flood's destruction. It emphasizes human responsibility and stewardship in propagation of life. Genesis 9:8-11, the promise of preservation. God's covenant with Noah is further articulated with a promise of preservation, and behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. This promise highlights God's mercy and commitment to never again destroy all life with a flood. It reassures humanity of divine stability and continuity in the natural order. The inclusion of every living creature signifies the universality of this covenant, extending beyond humanity to all life on earth. Genesis 9:12-17, the sign of the rainbow. The sign of this everlasting covenant is the rainbow. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. The rainbow serves as a visible reminder of God's promise. Its placement in the cloud ties it to the natural phenomenon of rain, transforming a symbol of potential destruction into one of hope and assurance. The repetition of everlasting covenant in verses 16 and 17 emphasizes its perpetual nature, assuring future generations of its validity. Theological and literary significance. The KJV's rendering of the Noahic Covenant is marked by its formal and majestic language, which imparts a sense of gravity and solemnity to the divine promises. The use of phrases like I establish my covenant and everlasting covenant underscores the enduring and unbreakable nature of God's word. This covenant sets a theological foundation for understanding subsequent covenants in the Bible, highlighting themes of divine faithfulness, human responsibility, and the interconnection between humanity and the natural world. Moreover, the literary structure of this passage, with its clear delineation of blessing, command, promise, and sign, provides a coherent and comprehensive framework for understanding God's relationship with creation post-flood. It reflects the order and intentionality of God's plan, offering a narrative of hope and renewal after judgment. The King James Version's portrayal of the Noahic Covenant is a profound narrative that emphasizes divine mercy, human responsibility, and the continuity of life. Through majestic language and a clear covenantal structure, it conveys the timeless assurance of God's promises and the enduring relationship between the Creator and His creation. This covenant not only serves as a foundation for biblical theology, but also offers a profound message of hope and renewal that resonates through the ages. Verse-by-verse commentary. Verse 1, And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. God's blessing upon Noah and his sons echoes the original command given to Adam and Eve. This directive to be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth signifies a new beginning for humanity, underscoring the continuity of God's plan despite the flood's judgment. Verse 2, And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. This verse establishes a new relationship between humans and animals, characterized by fear and dread. This shift might reflect the necessity for human dominion and survival, with animals now being subject to human authority and use. Verse 3, Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. God expands the human diet to include animal flesh, paralleling the earlier provision of plants for food. This provision marks a significant change, allowing for greater sustenance options, but also introducing new responsibilities regarding the treatment and consumption of animals. Verse 4, But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. This prohibition against consuming blood emphasizes the sanctity of life, with blood symbolizing life itself. This command sets a precedent for later dietary laws in the Mosaic Covenant, highlighting respect for the life given by God. Verse 5, And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man. At the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. God asserts the sanctity of human life, declaring that he will hold accountable any who shed human blood, whether man or beast. This principle establishes the foundation for the value of human life and justice. Verse 6, Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God made he man. The institution of capital punishment for murder is grounded in the theological principle that humans are made in the image of God. This underscores the gravity of taking a human life and the requirement for justice. Verse 7, And you, be ye fruitful, and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. Reiterating the command to multiply, God emphasizes the importance of repopulating the earth. This repetition underscores the centrality of this mandate in God's plan for post-flood humanity. Verse 8, And God spake unto Noah, and to his sons with him, saying, God's direct communication with Noah and his sons highlights the personal and covenantal nature of his relationship with humanity. This sets the stage for the formal establishment of the covenant. Verse 9, And behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you. God initiates a covenant not only with Noah, but also with his descendants. This everlasting covenant ensures a divine promise extending through generations, reflecting God's enduring commitment to humanity. Verse 10, And with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you. From all that go out of the ark, to every beast of the earth. The covenant includes all living creatures, signifying God's care and concern for the entire creation. This inclusive covenant reinforces the interconnectedness of all life under God's sovereignty. Verse 11, And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. God promises never to destroy all flesh with a flood again, offering reassurance and stability to Noah and his descendants. This promise marks a turning point in the divine-human relationship, emphasizing mercy and the hope of continuity. Verse 12, And God said, This is a token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. The covenant is not only verbal, but also comes with a tangible sign, intended to be a perpetual reminder of God's promise. This establishes the importance of symbols in reinforcing divine covenants. Verse 13, I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. The rainbow is designated as the sign of the covenant, a visible and recurrent symbol of God's promise. Whenever a rainbow appears, it serves as a reminder of God's mercy and faithfulness, reassuring humanity of his commitment to preserve life. Conclusion. Genesis 9:1-13 delineates a new phase in God's relationship with humanity and all creation following the flood. The passage emphasizes the sanctity of life, the authority and responsibility granted to humans, and the establishment of a divine covenant characterized by mercy and the assurance of stability. The rainbow as a covenantal sign encapsulates the hope and promise of God's unwavering commitment to His creation. This passage not only addresses immediate concerns post-flood, but also lays the theological groundwork for understanding God's ongoing relationship with the world.